Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter fucking Joseph here for a Wednesday evening video. Getting close to Wednesday night, and you know what that means? Thank you for watching right here on the official Peter fucking Joseph YouTube wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Joseph. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe right now to this very channel and my other channels down there in the description box below. Share the video all over the internet. Follow me on social media if you dare, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet, like I said. And don't forget to tap and slap that bell and turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. Because if you do, well, you're pretty much SOL. And I think we all know what that means already. So, and that's pretty much it. And if you're new here, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. And if you like what you see, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button as well, and hit that bell so you get more. And that's it. If you don't like it, well, get off my channel. And that's pretty much it. Simple to the point. I don't have to go through a spiel. And that's pretty much it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, thank you for 550 subscribers. We finally hit that milestone, so not a big accomplishment, but it is what it is, so thank you for all that. Now, the road to 600 subscribers, but we'll see what happens with that, but thank you anyway for that, and that's it. Good job. Whether it be fake subscribers or not, or real subscribers, it is what it is. You're watching me, and it is what it is. And if I can bring a smile to your face, then I did my job. If not, that's that. Alright, we got Dynamite coming up at the top of the hour. Should be some good shit. We are a couple weeks away. Well, actually, a month away. So why am I saying a couple weeks? Well, it's Wednesday night. I'm sorry. We're a couple of weeks. Yeah, I guess you'd say a couple of weeks. So I was right the first time. It's Wednesday night. I'm sorry. I get wild on Wednesday night. It's Wild Wednesday. So we're about a month away from AEW Dynasty, or as they say in Australia, Dynasty. So we got that tonight from Toronto. So the Canadian tour continues. Next week we'll be in Winnipeg, another great city, like Toronto. But I mean, it is what it is. Tonight, big night of action. We're gonna hear from Mercedes Moné. No. Well, I guess I can't do this anymore. I guess I would say it anyway. The boss, or the CEO of AEW. We're going to hear from that hottie tonight. We're also going to hear from Will Ocean Spray. That should be good. Always love to hear from Ocean Spray. We got Chris Jericho and Send for the Man. Hook's eating a Dorito. So, Hook and Chris Jericho for the first time ever tonight. And also tonight, don't forget, I even forgot about this tonight, Rampage tonight, after Dynamite at 10 o'clock. No Rampage Friday night, no Collision on Saturday night. So our weekend is pretty much open after watching SmackDown on Friday night. You know, it's Palm Sunday weekend, so anyone have to do much. So that's good. No, not to really watch Collision, not that many people watch it anyway, or Rampage. You know, you can watch the NCAA tournament. Nobody gives a shit about, but if you want to watch it, go watch it. Knock yourself out. Hope you win the pool. I'm not playing it. I don't do it anymore that much. Doing the office pool or whatever for the NCAA tournament. I used to do it. I won one year, way back when, but won a nice, cool, hard cash. We'll get that. But yeah, so Rampage tonight at 10, so tonight, for one time only, probably, I don't know, maybe one time only, maybe this might happen again later in the year, Dynamite and Rampage review. So I will not do a Rampage review on my Killer Demons channel. I would do one big video, like I do with SmackDown and Rampage on Friday nights, but I will do it tonight right here on the channel, so stay tuned with that. And I might get to my Raw review when I can. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, I don't know when. But we got all that. And a whole lot more tonight on Rampage. Rampage big street fight tonight with Willow Nightingale and Chris Statlander taking on Sky Blue and Maria Brent 2.0. Julia Hart, the TBS champion. That's going to be brutal, we all know about women's street fights and how bloody they get. I don't know if it's going to be that bloody tonight, but we'll see. On Rampage. And we got the tag team title, tag team tournament. To crown new tag team champions. Probably a dynasty. I think that's going to be beginning tonight. At least there's a wild card match, I think, tonight. And a couple other matches. But it should be a great show. Edge and Christian 3 I Quit match. That's going to be bloody as fuck. Oh, I can't wait for that match. If Edge does not win, I don't know what to say. I know Christian's going to do some cheating and some bullshit with, Nick Wayne's mom, who's got it going on. Shayna Wayne. Nick Wayne's going to be there. Luchasaurus. I know he's going to do some bullshit to retain the belt. Edge has got Spike, the 2x4 with nails, otherwise known as Janice 3.0. But we'll see what happens tonight, but expect a lot of bloodshed tonight. So, if you like hardcore wrestling, you came to the right place. That's AEW Dynamite tonight from Toronto and Rampage as well. And that's pretty much it for AEW this week. Well, besides Ring of Honor. Oh, big Ring of Honor news. Mina Shirakawa. Oh, my girl from Japan, from Stardom. Oh, she's going to be in action for the first time ever in the States, I believe. Well, maybe I might be wrong on that, but first time ever on Ring of Honor TV. She's taking on Anna Jay tomorrow night. Can't wait for that match. Mina better win. If not, I'm going to be pissed. But it's Mina, so rarely she loses. Rarely, but the hottie from Stardom who needs to get a Ring of Honor contract or an AEW contract. I'm hearing good things. Mr. Obari-san and Tony Khan and the people, the great people at Stardom. Forbidden Door. Anyone? I would love to see Mercedes Moné taking on Mina Shirakawa. I would love to see that. Or Mariah May and Mina Shirakawa kind of reuniting as Club Venus in a tag team match. Maybe with Toni Storm. I don't know. But we'll see what happens with that. Not a tag team match. That's a 6-woman tag team match. Trios match. I would mark out to see that. But we'll see. And that's that. But that's Dynamite coming up tonight. But right now, on this very channel, thank you for watching. Once again, my name is Peter Joseph. I am a content creator talking about the wonderful world of professional wrestling and anything else I feel like talking about. And if you like it, great. Then don't watch it. Get off my channel, go watch something else. And that's that. But right now, it is time on this Wednesday evening, March the 20th, 2024, the second day of spring, and spring is officially upon us. Yesterday was the first day of spring, today is the second day of spring. Not a bad day today, sun was in and out, it rained a little bit. But right now it's clearing up, it's gonna get cold as balls tonight. It'll be 42 degrees tomorrow, 40 on Friday. Brrr. And my weather app keeps going crazy, and I keep looking at it for the weekend. There's a slim chance that we're going to get a little bit of snow in the next few days. Not much, like 0.3. So basically, nothing. Like flurries. Flurries, they're not even a coating maybe, but it's going to melt, so, winter is over, but it wants to, kind of make an appearance. Like, hello, We're like Bailey, ding dong, hello. So Jack Frost don't want to leave. But I'm waiting for that 60 70-degree weather in the shade. Hopefully we get it by Easter, which is next Sunday. Got Palm Sunday this Sunday, so, starting the religious holidays. Passover is coming for all my Jewish fans out there. So, pretty soon I'll be saying Happy Passover to you guys. But this weekend, Happy Palm Sunday, the death of Jesus Christ. And then Easter, the glorious Easter day when Jesus Christ was resurrected. It's going to be a good day. And then we're rolling into WrestleMania week. A week from Monday. And we got baseball coming up next week. This time next week, we're talking about baseball. Padres and the Giants. Padres and the Dodgers in Seoul, Korea. So Ohtani will be there. Yamamoto. The newest, Blake Snell went to the Giants. Who cares about that? But yeah, for all you Met and Yankee fans out there, you start the season next Thursday. Mets already have their pitching rotation for the season, for the first 5 games at least. Jose Quintana starting the first game at home against the Brew Crew, the Brewers of Milwaukee, which means the good land. They've got Severino at number 2. Hauser at number 4. Sean Manaea, otherwise known as the fake tribal chief, will be pitching the 3rd game, and Tyler McGill will be pitching as the number 5 starter. Not happy with that rotation at all. Not that happy. I mean, they won today 6-3, meaningless spring training game against Miami. Who cares? But that pitcher today, woo! It was good. I think his name is Adrian something. Chase Chance, I don't know what it is, but that's his last name, I think. But good pitcher from what I've seen. So good stuff. But maybe, probably Monday afternoon, I will be doing my 2024 baseball preview. I don't have the book, so I'm going to go off the top of my head. This year, I apologize for that. I always have my stat book with me. But this year, somehow ran out of stock. Couldn't find it online. Sucks. So I want to be up to date with the statistics and everything, you know what I mean? With the Mets and the Yankees and the other teams. But I'm going to just do it off the top of my dome, and we'll go from there. So, Monday, on the Shadows Lair 2.0 channel, we'll be talking about baseball pretty much 2 days before the season starts. And then in between the season, I will be doing Met videos, not post-game videos. See how the Mets do, during the first couple months. I'll do like a halfway point right at the All-Star break in July. Do a video about that. Hopefully by the time the season ends, we'll see what happens with all that. But everything should be A-okay with me going forward through the next few months. But we got all that. Alright, let's get into your NXT review for last night, March the 19th, 2024. As always, we're emanating from the Capitol Wrestling Center in that great city of Orlando, Florida. As always, our commentary team are the man with the creepy jacket and a lot of candy, Vic Joseph, and the man who smokes more weed and probably other things better than you can, and that's the actually six time, I'm not going to say 6 times, but the 6-time heavyweight champion of the world, two-time Hall of Famer, Booker T, sucker! Alright. So last night, very good show with a little under 2 weeks away from Stand and Deliver. Gotta say it like the Yes Boys, because you say it regular, it doesn't sound good. But it's like saying, War Games! Like, without Regal, can't say it. But it is what it is. So we got that. So Stand and Deliver coming up pretty much 2 weeks from Saturday. Can't wait for that. Got a lot of good things happening. We got an NXT Women's title match announced. We got Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. Oh yeah, man, come on. Their feud continuing on, we're going to hear from my cousin, Tony D. He's going to be coming in a little bit. So we got that. Lot of show to get through. We also got the qualifying matches for the triple threat tag team match to see who faces the Wolf Dogs, Braun Breaker, and Baron Corbin at Stand and Deliver for the tag team belts. So we got that and a whole lot more. So let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. Or as Paul Stanley would say, let's do it. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, so last night was a pretty good show. And we started off with match number 1 on your scorecard in your program. We had the lovely Roxanne Perez, or Roxy, 22-year-old Roxy, looks almost exactly like AJ Lee did when she was 22. Woo! And happy birthday to AJ yesterday. 37 years old. She's 37. I was like, what? 37? I don't even think she was 37. I thought she was like 40-something. God damn, 37, and she hasn't. Ooh. That ass, if you know what I mean. I love AJ. I always loved AJ when she first started in FCW, then turned to NXT. And she was a spitfire. She will always go down as one of my favorite women's wrestlers of the Ruthless Aggression era, near the end of it, going into the crappy PG era. She is probably one of the greatest women's wrestlers of the modern era. Next to Mercedes Moné, Charlotte Flair, blah, 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 blah. But, wasn't for Nikki Bella, she would have the longest title reign ever. But, we have to give it to the Bella sluts. It is what it is, but, AJ doing her thing, looking great, married, and she married Phil. You know Phil. Phil married, what's her name? What's her name? Like Hunter married, what's her name? I know. Exactly. So, we got that, but Roxy, pretty much the daughter, not officially the daughter of AJ and CM Punk, but anyway, Roxy taking on Daphne 2.0, Tatum Paxley, who kind of wanted revenge for what Roxy did to her bestie, the lassie from Ireland, the NXT Women's Champion, Lyra Valkyria. So, this match, kind of quick, 4-minute match, started fast and furious, with Roxy choking Tatum on the ropes, then a downward spiral, and a Russian leg sweep gives Roxy a near fall. Roxy also came out with a new enhanced entrance music, and nice streak of blue hair. Nice. So wait, we got that. Then Roxy cranks back on the arm for another near fall. Ouch. Tatum comes back briefly with a drop kick. Then some type of flippy dippity doo slam. Puts Roxy down, but she sends Tatum shoulder first into the corner. Ow. Then locks in the crossface, and Tatum Paxley tapped out real quick. So Roxy gets a quick win in 4 minutes. Match wasn't great, so I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, Roxy gets on the mic and screams at Ava Raine, to get your ass out here and give me my NXT Women's title I really never lost. But instead of Ava, the lassie from Ireland, Lyra Valkyria comes out with her arm in a sling. Oh, bad idea. Bad idea. She starts brawling with Roxy, which Roxy automatically wins. I mean, she's like a one-armed man in a one-legged ass-kicking contest, you know what I mean? But Roxy beats the crap out of her, locks in the crossface on the bad arm, and Lyra's screaming like a banshee. Referees have to come out again to stop the madness. And then Roxy grabs the title and holds it in the air. So that's pretty much it. And we move on with that. Alright, then we get a metaphor. We have the former Heritage Cup champion Noam Dar, Oro Menza, and the lovely the lovely African American hotties, Jakara Miss Jackson if you're nasty, and Lash Legend, get shit done, looking hot as always, respectfully of course. They asked Lash Legend about kissing her real-life boyfriend Trick Williams last week, and then Alpha Academy of all fucking people come in, Maxine Dupri, looking hot as always too, and the big fat man Otis, and Jack Former's favorite person in the whole wide world, that's Akira Tozawa. They come in, and it's like, hey, why don't you kiss Trick? And Lash like, Peh. I don't have to take this. I'm going home. So she just leaves in a huff. Doesn't want to talk about it. You know how women don't kiss and tell. Well, that's what it is. So she doesn't want to kiss and tell. So, but we'll see what happens with that. As in the main event, we got Trick Williams taking on Noam Dar in a one-on-one contest. So we move on with that. All right, then we go to Ava Rain's office. Lyra barges in. Actually, it's the training room, not the her Ava Rain's office. I apologize for that. So Ava comes in to the trainer's room to see Lyra Valkyria after what happened with Roxy. And then Lyra demands Ava give Roxy her title match at Stand and Deliver. And Ava's like, you got your match. So there we go. So Roxy versus Lyra Valkyria for the NXT Women's Championship. And I think we're going to get a title change. If Roxy doesn't win, that pisses me off. Who is going to beat Lyra then? Kaylani Jordan? No. No, I think Roxy's going to win. She's going to get her belt that she never really lost. So, we got that. Let me move on. Alright, so I gave the Metaphor segment 2.5 out of 5 stars, as well as the Ava Rain segment with Lyra Valkyria. We got that. Alright. Then we were supposed to get the NXT North American Champion, the man from Africa, Oba Femi Wakanda Forever. We were supposed to come out for an announcement, but then we see Josh Briggs come out, tries to put him through the ring. That didn't work. Josh says, come out here and try to put me through the ring. And on cue, Oba comes out and say, my results speak volumes, but Josh Briggs says, I am just a little bit tougher than you. So, Oba's like, come try it. They're about to fight, and then Dominic Dijak comes out for some odd reason, and he says, I got next. But then Josh Briggs says, cool it, Shaft. Shaft, really? Does freaking Dijak look like Shaft to you? I don't know. Anyway, so Dijak says, like Samuel L. Jackson Shaft? He's like, I don't know if you can see this or not, but I'm white. Told him. Somebody forgot. Briggs, were you smoking something with Booker T? Maybe your brain just had a momentary lapse of reason or something like that. By the way, great album by Pink Floyd. But we move on with that. So Oba isn't impressed, and we got a three-way brawl, which ends in a standoff. So we got that. So next week, Dominic Dijak actually will be taking on Sean Spears, the chairman of the board. That should be a pretty interesting match. So we got that. So it looks like we're going to get a triple threat match for the North American title between Dijak and possibly, Josh Briggs. Maybe, as I'm gonna talk about later on, maybe Duke Hudson gets into it, making a fatal four-way. Not that I want to see Duke Hudson in the match, because I care less. We got that. Alright, so I give that 3 out of 5 stars. Speaking of Sean Spears, he's in our next segment. He's watching on, talks about the downfall of a man and his ego. And he gets up to leave, and then we see Joe Gacy watching him. Like a stalker. That's creepy. We got all that. Alright, so I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Then we get a look at Trick Williams, challenging Carmelo Hayes for Stand and Deliver. And it has officially been made. So, it's official, like Adam Pearce would say. We got that. Alright. Then we go to our first, well, I guess the first of the tag team title number one contenders first round match. I thought we were already in the first round. I don't even know what's going on here. Anyway, so we have A-Kid and Ben Frazier taking on two members of Catchpoint 3.0, who turned out to be Miles Bourne, the Water Boy, and the Heritage Cup champion, well, one of them, I guess, Charlie Dempsey, Mr. Eagle's son. Alright, so it was a pretty good match, good ending here. It's also with Axiom, or A-Kid, and Charlie Dempsey fighting over arm control to start. And then Ben Frazier comes in, grabs a basic headlock, and then all for a minute in a ring, and pretty much breaks down really quick. Catchpoint 3.0 gets sent outside, and we get some flippy dibbity news. Only for Charlie Dempsey to wheelbarrow suplex Axiom back inside. Ow. As we go to break, we come back. A-Kid's middle rope crossbody gets countered into a tabletop suplex. Nice for a near fall. Then they slap each other in the face. A-Kid wins that. Brings in Ben Frazier to clean house. Then we get a running shooting star press. Gives Ben Frazier a near fall. Miles Bourne comes back with a spinning power slam. Pretty nice. Then everybody gets knocked down until A-Kid takes Miles Bourne up top for a super Spanish fly. Picture perfect, like Joel Maximo, my mentor. You gotta love it. And then after that, Ben Frazier adds a Phoenix Splash, 1, 2, 3, in under 10 minutes. So we got A-Kid and... A-Kid and Ben Frazier going on to next week's match, along with the LWO, Joaquin Wilde, and Raul Mendoza of the LWO. And we got one more match coming up later with Gallows and Anderson, the Good Brothers, taking on Hank and Tank. Guess who wins that? To round out the triple threat match to see who goes to Stand and Deliver for the tag team belts and taking on the Wolf Dogs, Baron Corbin and Mr. Braun Breaker. And we got all that. Alright, so 10-minute match, pretty good. 3.25 out of 5 stars for that. And we move on. Alright, then we get a look back at Lexis King beating the crap out of Robbie E. You know, Robbie Stone, Mr. Stone. And then we see Von Wagner make the save last week. Then we see from NXT Anonymous, Robbie E. screaming at Von for carrying him out like a big baby last week. And it looks like they're about to split. So we'll see what happens with that. So we still don't know who NXT Anonymous even is. So I wish they would tell us, but then they won't. I don't know why, but they won't. And we got that. Alright, it's just about to be dark now. It's 7:30 at night. So got NXT coming up soon. So not NXT, sorry, AEW Dynamite coming up soon. So we got that. Alright, so almost done. Speaking of the Wolf Dogs, we go to Quinn McKay, or Kelly Kincaid, whatever you want to call it, talking with the champs, Baron Snorri Corbin and Braun Breaker. And they argue over who paid for dinner last night. Doesn't matter. Wonder where they went. Did they go to Applebee's? Might be in the area. Maybe they went to, some restaurant. They had a big juicy steak. I don't know. But anyway, they argue about that. And then Alpha Academy once again comes in. Maxine Dupri and Otis and Akira Tozawa, they come in. And they wonder why they're not on the tag team, getting a tag team title shot. So they basically demand a match with the champs next week. So Braun's like, we accept. Corbin's like, what? So we didn't go over this yet, but Corbin's like, all right, on behalf of my partner, we accept the match. And if we win, if you guys win, you're in the tag team title match at Stand and Deliver, making it a fatal 4-way match. I hope not. I hope not. I'd rather it be a triple threat match. Fatal 4-ways are kind of, some of them are good, some of them are boring. But if they get in, it's going to be boring. I'll tell you right now. But we move on with that. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. That's it. Alright, back to the ring we go with the ladies once again. And we have the resident cheerleader, Brinley Reese, who comes out with the Job Squad, Malik Blade and Idris Inofe. She takes on the resident surfer girl, Sol Ruka. Making her comeback. I think she made a comeback a week or two ago. And she has a little thing going on with Blair Davenport. After Blair basically took her out for almost a year. So we got that. Match was boring. Under 3.5 minutes suckfest. By the way, did I say 3.5 minutes suckfest? Pretty much, I did. Match stunk. Pretty much they trade takedowns to start. Until Brinley comes back with a basic headlock. And then she hits an X Factor. Not bad. Not bad. You know, a lot of people have done it, like Tori Wilson and the creator of the X Factor, Mr. X-Pac, Sean Waltman. Gives her a near fall. Sol Ruka comes right back with a super kick. That earns her a flipping clothesline. So Brinley Reese hits a flipping clothesline, but Sol Ruka hits the iconoclasm. Somebody's been stealing Seth Rollins' moves. Off the top. And then she sends Brinley Reese into the ring post. Ow. Then hits the Soul Snatcher. That flippy-dippity-doo Gilmore cutter. 1, 2, 3. Sol Ruka gets the win. Her first win back. So that's pretty nice. Match stunk, like I said. 2 out of 5 stars. I didn't really care for it. But afterwards, Sol Ruka's celebrating, and then Blair Davenport comes from behind and takes her out. And, with a running knee to face. So we get all that. So the Blair Davenport, Sol Ruka feud continues, and we'll see what happens with that next week on the program. Alright, then we go to the ladies' locker room with more hotties, if you will. We have Gigi Dolan, who surprisingly, well, not surprisingly, well, lost last week to Ariana Grace, you know, Santino's daughter. And per the stipulations, Gigi had to turn into, like, what Ariana Grace is, you know, kind of like a Miss America type thing. So we're gonna see what happens with that. So we see Gigi with Maddie Rankowski, otherwise known as Ren Sinclair. Gigi's not happy. Actually, Ren Sinclair's not happy with Gigi losing last week. And then Ariana Grace comes in, says, "It's time to bring out the real lady in you, Gigi. And to begin with, I got you a sash, dubbing you Ms. NXT in training." So I'm like, oh, God, really? 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 I mean, seriously? Really? Shawn Michaels, you had to steal from Ring of Honor? You son of a bitch. How dare you? Stealing the same fucking gimmick that Athena is doing right now in Ring of Honor with Billy Starks and Lexi Nair, the minions in training. Really now? Doing this whole Miss NXT in training. Fuck you. That's some fucking bullshit. Can't come up with any other ideas? Fucking idiots. We'll see where this goes, but I really don't care. And we move on. Alright. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we hear from Ridge Holland, who says that he is going to do what everyone wants him to do. Well, what is that? Go to rehab? I don't know. Take the week off? I don't know. So we got that. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Not 3. Sorry, 2 out of 5 stars, so I didn't care about it. But something I do care about is La Familia. And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, the man who gets you a chicken palm hero for $2 at his restaurant. If you know him very well, and I know him very well, because he's my legit cousin. Cuz, get here, my cuz. Hey, cuz. That's my cousin, Tony D'Angelo, who came out with Stacks. And the lovely Adriana Rizzo, and the consigliere, Luca Crucifino, who lives on the 2nd floor. He lives downstairs from you. If you don't know that reference, I don't know what to tell you. Suzanne Vega, Luca, if you don't know that song, look it up on YouTube. Great 80s song, because I love the 80s. And if you don't like the 80s, well, that's too bad for you. Anyway, move on. Alright, so Tony D, my cousin, comes out, talks about the power of the D'Angelo family, and introduces his new consigliere, new counsel, Luca Crucifino. So, Tony, introduces him, blah, blah, blah. We get a quick pledge of loyalty from Luca. You better do it. And then Tony promises to break the Russian Dragon, Ilya Dragunov, at Stand and Deliver, become the new NXT World Heavyweight Champion. Please? And then, speaking of the Russian Dragon himself, he pops up almost Tron and says, I'm ready for you, Tony. But then Tony cuts him off, says, next week it's going to be you versus Stacks. Stacks like, what? Okay. And Tony then makes some threats to wrap and basically end the promo. So Stacks, chanting Lorenzo Stacks. Pretty much about to die. I hate saying that. I'm sorry, cuz, but it's true. So basically, he's, Tony is throwing Stacks basically to the slaughter. And he has to prove himself against the Russian Dragon, who is pissed off. So we'll see that next week on the program. And that's pretty much it for that. But I'm praying and I'm hoping that Tony D wins the NXT World title. I really want him to win, because he is the GOAT of NXT. I'm just saying. We move on with that. Alright, so I give that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we hear from Vic Joseph and Booker T. Sucker about the women's title match between Lyra Valkyria and Roxy at Stand and Deliver. We got that. Alright, then we see, the crazy bitch herself, Thea Hale, who smokes almost as more weed than you and Booker T combined. Almost. Not a lot, but almost. Anyway, she goes up to her on-again, off-again boyfriend, Riley Osborne, and asks if they still can be friends. Why can't we be friends? So, Riley's like, yeah, that's cool. That's fine. Though Riley has to go get ready for his match, so, Thea's like, okay. And then she's like, whoo. Then Mr. Chase and, Mr. Duke Hudson come in, and they just leave. Oh, you did good, Thea! The fuck was that about? Yeah, we'll be friends, and then later we'll fuck. This is what it is. The strange relationship with Thea Hale and Riley Osborne is crazy. Next thing we know, have a wedding. I hope not. As we all know, what happens with weddings. There's only been 2 WWE weddings that have gone on without a hitch. That's, Indy Hartwell, and we don't know where he is. Dexter Lumis, I should say. We don't know where. Whatever happened to Dexter? He got injured? We haven't seen him in a long time. Where are you, Sam Shaw? Are you drawing in your basement somewhere? I don't know where he is. Well, we got that. That's the second wedding. The first wedding, way back when, during the early days of the WWF, before the, golden years, Bertha Faye and Uncle Earl. That was a weird one. That was weird. I remember that when I was a little bitty Hulkster dude watching on TV. I'm like, what is this? This is weird. Like, is he marrying his cousin? Bertha Faye and Uncle Earl. God rest their mighty souls. That's it. But that went on pretty well. And then Indy Hartwell and Dexter Lumis almost was ended in really, really badly, like other weddings we know. But, went on without a hitch and everything went fine. But we haven't seen Dexter in a long time. Maybe him and Indy got divorced. I don't know. But it is what it is, and we got that. So, Thea Hale, Riley Osborne, I don't give a shit. We move on. Alright, so I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we see the lovely Puerto Ricana Latina. Woo! Lola Vice. Yes. She's ready to fight Carmen Petrovich. Oh, that's gonna be good. UFC versus karate. Ooh. Sign me up. 2 hotties, too. Oh, I can't wait for that. I don't know when that's gonna happen. It might be next week. Might be after Stand and Deliver. I don't know. But we're gonna see. And I can't wait for it. We got that. Alright, after that, we go to the Heritage Cup being defended. So we got Riley Osborne of Chase U taking on, well, a member of Catchpoint 3.0 because they have that stupid fucking advanced Freebird rule. So anybody in the group can be the champion. So Drew Gulak is going to be defending the belt for the team. Alright, so we got Chase U at ringside as well, Dia Hale, and Duke Hudson. So this match was okay, not great. Round 1 begins with a technical wizardry, technical bull crap, which is nice. And then Riley Osborne gets an armbar, gets broken up. They fight over arm control. Riley strikes away in the corner. Then he knees Drew Gulak out of the corner, hits a shooting star press. 1, 2, 3, really quick win. And at 2:37 of the first round, so Riley's up 1 fall to none. So next fall, if he gets the next fall, he wins the cup. So Drew's got to do some work in the next 5 rounds, basically. So round 2 begins. Gulak bails to the floor, gets taken down with a big flippy gibbity-doo. They get back in the ring. Riley kicks him in the face for a near fall. Then they trade roll-ups for near falls each. 1, 2, 1, 2. They run the ropes into Gulak. Drew Gulak grabs a sunset flip of all things. 1, 2, 3. So we're tied up at 1. Pinfall is at 1.5 minutes of the second round. Alright, then we go, then after the bell, Gulak decked him as we go to break. So, I mean, as always, something happens after the bell. And they're like, "Hey, what happened? Let's DQ!" Nothing happens as usual. So we come back for round number 3. Gulak chokes away until Riley escapes for an enziguri. And then the lovely Casey Jane and Jasmine Nix, they come out, start mocking Chase U. The whole thing with Dia Hale still going on. Drew is finding out to grab the Gulak before the round ends, so it's a draw. So still not at 1. Round 4 begins with another Gulak attempt that gets reversed. They trade roll-ups for near falls. Riley's small package for a near fall hits one mean chop that will probably make Ric Flair jealous. Woo! They go to the corner. Riley loads up a superplex. And then Dia Hale starts chasing Casey Jane inside. The referee's trying to get him out, but where he couldn't do anything. So that distraction led Jasmine Nix to trip Riley on the top rope, knocking him off the top rope. And then pretty much Drew Gulak just pinned him at 2:14 of the round to win the match. 2 falls to 1. Under 11-minute match overall. Still decent match. 2.5 out of 5 stars. So Catchpoint 3.0 retain the Heritage Cup. And that's pretty much it. And we move on. Alright, then we go outside the arena into the dreaded parking lot with no security. We see the resident virgin, Brooks Jensen, coming out, and then Fallon, don't call me, the Don Henley comes up to him and is like, "Hey, how you doing, pal?" After getting his ass handed to him by Oba Femi. So Jensen's like, "I'm tired of things going wrong for me. I'm out of here." So Fallon's like, "Fuck you, gun." Okay, get out of here. And then Kaylani Jordan, who got attacked last week by Casey Jane and Jasmine Nix, comes in to rant about Kiana James and Izzy Dane attacking her last week. So Fallon's like, "Hey, maybe we should team up." So it looks like we're going to get a tag team match. Maybe next week on the program, Kaylani Jordan and Fallon Henley taking on the resident accountant Kiana James and Izzy Dane. That's pretty much it. Alright, so I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to Ava Rain's office, where the psycho, not the psycho, well, I guess you can call it psycho, the psycho bitch, Dia Hale, storms into her office. Don't you ever hear her knocking? Anyway, she wants a match with Jasmine Nix, and then Duke Hudson's there, and Ava says, "You're in a match next week as well." I forget who he's facing, but if he wins, he might be in the North American title picture at Stand and Deliver. So, like I said, maybe that fatal 4-way match with Oba, possibly Duke Hudson, Dijak, and Josh Briggs. So we get all that. And then, I guess next week we got Thea Hale and Jasmine Nix. The match I really don't care about, but I just like to look at Jasmine Nix. That's pretty much it. We move on with that. Alright, after that, we go to the next tag team title number 1 contenders tournament first round match. We got the Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson of the Bullet Club. Too sweet! Me for the love of God. And we got all that. They take on Hank and Tank. I think we all know who wins here. I don't even have to go through this match. Under 8 minutes, Gallows and Anderson get the win with a spine buster into the Magic Killer. 1, 2, 3. Once again, too sweet, me for the love of God. The Bullet Club get the win. And they move on to the triple threat match next week as they will take on the LWO and Ben Frazier and A-Kid. And I think we all know who's going to win that. The Good Brothers are going to win, face the Wolf Dogs at Stand and Deliver, and will be your new NXT Tag Team Champions. And I think after WrestleMania, we're going to see a certain guy named Tama Tonga, and maybe Finn Balor. So they will reform the club in NXT. So, Bullet Club gonna be running wild in NXT probably after Stand and Deliver and WrestleMania. So we got that. That's gonna be great. It's gonna be too sweet. Alright, move on with that. Alright, so I gave that match 2.5 out of 5 stars, and we get that. Alright, then we go to the back where we see Trick Williams, ready for Noam Dar later in the night, tells Carmelo to stay out of his business. And, we'll see what happens with that. And we move on with that. Alright, then before we get to the main event, we have Kiana James and Izzy Dame. They approve of JC Jane and Jasmine Nix's recent efforts over the last couple weeks. So as they leave, Fallon Henley and Kaylani Jordan come in, and they start beating the crap out of JC Jane and Jasmine Nix. Izzy Dame and Kiana James. Apologize for that. So we got that. So we'll see what happens with that. So 2.25 out of 5 stars for that. Then we get what's coming up next week on the program. It's the pre-Ultimate to Ultimate show. So that'll be live, and then April the 2nd will be the final NXT, the go-home show before Stand and Deliver in 2 weeks on April the 6th at 12 noon from that shithole city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. On basically night 1 of WrestleMania. But we'll see NXT at 12 o'clock, and then we got WrestleMania night 1 beginning at, I believe, at 7 p.m. And then we got the Scrum afterwards, if you're going to watch that. And then we got night 2 on Sunday, April the 7th at 7, with the pre-show probably at 6. Not that we're going to watch, I'm going to watch that. I'm going to watch night 2 at 7. That's going to be the big one. Cody versus Roman. How it's going to end? I'm hoping, I'm praying, the Tribal Chief will stand tall once again, and Cody and his Cody crybaby bitches cry all the way out of Philadelphia. And that's pretty much it. Because Roman is going 4+ years as champ. We hope. We'll see. Depends on Dwayne. That's really what it depends on, Dwayne. But we probably won't see Dwayne till maybe next year at this point. So they could go with Dwayne costing Roman the belt, giving Cody the stupid belt to end the reign of all reigns, no pun intended. And Cody wins the belt, gives it to his mom, cries like a bitch, crowd goes happy. You know, no turn from Seth Rollins. We'll see what happens with that. But if Cody wants to finish his goddamn story, do it at SummerSlam against Seth Rollins, okay? Because Seth is going to turn on Cody. Mark my words on that. It's gonna happen. Either on night 1 or, I think, on night 2. There's gonna be a lot of bullshit on night 2. A lot of chaos in that match. Trust me on that. Whether it be Bloodline rules or one-on-one. I think we're going to see a new Bloodline member. Whether it be Tama Tonga. Whether it be Jacob Fatu. Whether it be somebody else from the Bloodline. Who knows? Well, not Solo and Jimmy per se. We're going to see them, definitely. Definitely going to see The Rock. But I think in the end, Roman is going to somehow beat Cody. Even if Cody has Seth Rollins, Jimmy, everybody in the locker room, Avengers Assemble shit on night 2, to beat Thanos and everybody. I don't think we're going to see that, but we'll see what happens with that when we get there. Alright, then we get to the main event of the evening, Trick Willie taking on Noam Dar. So Noam Dar comes out with Metaphor, Jakari Jackson, Lash Legend, and Oro Menza. Trick Willie comes out. Booker T goes humongously crazy again. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, man. I'm like, calm down. Anyway, so this match was pretty decent. It's also a Trick slamming Noam down a few times to start. Then it has to roll out of an ankle lock. Then a guillotine works a little bit better for Noam. When it gets broken up, Trick then hammers away on him. Noam comes right back, kicks him down for a little bit of a breather. We go to picture-in-picture, and then we get a security guard telling Carmelo Hayes it's time. Carmelo has like 4 security guards. Most of them are NXT rookies from the Performance Center. Anyway, so Trick gets back up, knocks Noam outside. So we go to official break, come back. Trick puts Noam on top they slug it out until Noam grabs a triangle choke. Gets broken up as Trick powerbombs his way to freedom, followed by a jumping clothesline. Noam is able to grab the ankle lock again with a grapevine a la Mr. Kurt Angle, but somehow Trick made the ropes to escape. Trick goes back, grabs a quick rock bottom, into a flapjack, and then Lash Legend, about to get shit done, gets on the apron. She's like, come over here, big boy. About to kiss him. Trick's like ready to, give his real life girlfriend another smoochie. So Trick's about to kiss that Trick once again. But looks like Lash like, oh, that kiss ain't gonna work. Goes for a slap, and Trick's like, oh no, you didn't want to do that. And then Noam grabs a German suplex for a near fall, but Trick comes right back with the trick shot, that beautiful V-trigger he hits. Almost better than Buddy Murphy. Not as great as Mr. Kenny Omega, the originator of the V-trigger. But he knocks Noam Dar the fuck out. Gets the win 1-2-3 in over 11 minutes. Almost 11-11. Hey, make a wish. But we get that. Match is pretty decent. 3 out of 5 stars for that. And we move on. Afterwards, Trick gets on the mic, calls out Carmelo, who basically hear his music. His security guards show up, they surround the ring Shield style. And then it looks like Carmelo comes out, but actually it was a referee. That was the hooded guy. It was actually one of the NXT referees. Dumb. And then we see Trick take off the mask, and he was disguised as one of the security guards. He comes in, jumps Trick from behind. They beat him down, 4-on-1, basically like GTA 5, Vice City, GTA 6 coming out later this year. So basically they jump him like he was in a gang, beat him up, and they leave him laying. And that's pretty much it. So that's how NXT ends. Pretty good ending with that. And NXT wasn't a bad show, so I gave it a solid 7 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys thought of the show down below in the comments section. Don't forget to like the video. Please hit that subscribe button down below as well on this channel and my other channels as well. Show your love and support. Leave a comment if you wish. But if you're going to leave stupid comments, you automatically get them blocked. And I'm just going to move on with that. And don't forget to follow me on social media and hit that bell. Turn on all notifications so you get more. I think we all know this by now, but if you're new, that's what you have to do. And that's pretty much it. So once again, 7 out of 10 stars for NXT last night. Pretty good show. We'll see what happens next week on the program. And we got that. Alright, we're 5 minutes away from AEW Dynamite and then Rampage at 10. So it's going to be a long 3 hours of AEW TV. And I'll be back later right here on the channel with your AEW Dynamite and Rampage review. So please hit that bell and stay tuned later tonight. I don't know when, maybe 11, 12, 1 o'clock, who knows, with your AEW Dynamite and Rampage review. So you're 2 for Wednesday coming up later tonight, right here on the channel. Alright guys, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. I'm Peter Joseph signing off. Peace out, rock on and rock hard with your cookoot. And if you're not down with that, that's just too fucking bad. Because me and a whole bunch of other people that are better than you and you know it, we got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. That's it. Till next time. Peace.